Shalom. So we're continuing to learn Zohar with Sweeter Than Honey, the book Sweeter Than Honey, on explaining the Zohar. So the sixth explanation. This is the Sphira, that's number 6. So we have number 1 is Keter, right, to the second one. Keter with crown, wisdom, understanding, loving kindness, strength, and then beauty and compassion. That's the Tiferet. That's the number 6 from counting from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? So the Creator took out with sparks of fire, which is the powers of Gvura, of strength. He took out the Sphira, number 6, which is the Tiferet, the beauty of Zer Anpin, of the small face. So we have here, this is now coming out, right? It's coming out. It's all, remember, it's all included in the Chesed, and it's coming out of the Chesed. So we have the 6th Sphira coming out, which is the compassion, right? The beauty, the compassion, the Tiferet. And it's coming out with the power of the Gvura, right? Because we have the Chesed, and then we have the Gvura, gives it like this strength. And then it comes out with sparks of strength. And that means that its existence above is an existence that's very fine, very refined, and very spiritual. But then when it goes, it's very spiritual. It goes through the Gvura. It goes through this sphere of Gvura, which is strength. So it takes and it receives, it is able to absorb a reality which is actual. It's more physical. So we have this light coming, through the Chesed. It goes through the Gvura, and then when it has the fire, sparks of strength and power from Gvura, it can become into a actual, more physical, something that's more real and not just up there in the spiritual worlds. And we have from that this Tiferet, this beauty, this Sphira. And it includes 2 sides. It includes, the Tiferet includes both from the Chesed and the Gvura. It has the loving kindness from the right side, it has the strength from the left side, it includes them both, and you get the Tiferet. Okay? So one side of the left, it makes the strength, the Gvuras, and it's in the Aramaic it says machrish Gvura, it makes Gvuras. In Hebrew that's poel, it's like it works strengths, and what it means is like working wonders or working miracles, making miracles. That's the same term that's used. Now this right side, right, with the Chesed, it's actually, this entire line is the right side. We see this is the right side. It's Chachma, Chesed, Netzach. You see the middle line is this line, and then the left side is the strength side. So when we have Chesed, we have loving kindness, it's actually receiving directly from above it the Chokhmah, the wisdom. Okay, so it includes also the spirit of wisdom that's above it, because the loving kindness it pulls and draws the spirit from the wisdom, and that means baziku. Baziku is the Aramaic word, and it's the word that means like bazak, which is like sprinkling, like you sprinkle salt. So you sprinkle, you spread out. You're getting this sprinkling from the Chokhmah, right? And it's coming down to the Chesed. And what happens is it sprinkles down, and we have this Tiferet. It sprinkles down towards the Tiferet. You have the sprinkling coming in. Why is it like sprinkling? Because it's receiving not just from, like, usually it's sort of linear. It's receiving just from the one above it. And it's fairly simple. With the Tiferet, it's a little bit different. It receives and includes both from the right and from the left. So it's like it's being sprinkled stuff from above, a lot of different, even opposing things, like loving kindness and strength are really two different things. And the Tiferet is a combination and includes both of them. Okay, it's really a combination of the Chesed and the Gevurah, of the right and the left together. So mifuzarim is like when you sprinkle and you spread out, you scatter. So it's like a mix and a scatter of a lot of different types of behavior, right? A lot of different types, and here is where you start getting a more colorful picture. Whereas before you'd have chesed is just loving kindness, right? It's not a combination of any of the things above it, right? It's its own thing. Gevurah is not a combination. Tiferet is the first sphera that is, it in itself is a combination. It is a combination of loving kindness and strength. And when you combine that, that's where you get compassion. When you have loving kindness and strength, you have more loving kindness and strength. So it's a greater amount, but it's mixed with the strength. And put that together, you get compassion, which is the beauty. Okay? And it includes, it's a center line, and includes in it both the right and the left. And this Ziv, this radiance, and this light that is emanating in Tiferet, in this beauty, it spreads out to three sides. Okay, now three, and it's got like three faces. So we know in the prophecy of the prophet, we had the chariot, and we have on the chariot that you see the face of the lion, the face of the ox, and the face of the eagle. So what are those three faces? If anyone learned in the Tanakh, learned in the Torah, there is this prophecy, and the chariot has a face of a lion, a face of ox, and a face of an eagle. So what is it really in spirituality? It's representing the right hand, the right, the left, and the center. These three lines, right? And that's a secret of Chesed, Gvur, Tiferet, which is the loving kindness, the strength, and the beauty. right? Which are, and in this Tiferet you have all these. You have the line included in it, the line of the loving kindness, the line of the strength and the judgments, and the line of the compassion, all included in the Tiferet. And so we have the lion's face. The lion face, that's the chesed, that's the loving kindness. The ox, that's the left side, that's the gvura, the strength. And the eagle face is the center, it's the tiferet, the compassion and the beauty. Okay? So there's this light, this ziv, and this radiance. Ziv is like radiance. This ray and this light, which is in its side. So what's this side? The side of Tiferet, right? We have Malchut. Malchut is here, down below. It's the lowest, so it's a kingdom. But what's it doing up here? It's not up here in the front. It's up here behind the Tiferet, right? And what do you mean it's behind the Tiferet? So it's the Malchus is standing behind the Tiferet. It's standing behind the Tiferet, sort of like backing it up, right? So when it's standing behind the Tiferet, it's right behind on the bottom third. So when we have these three different, on the chariot, there's three faces, right? The lion, the ox, and the eagle. And then you have the face of a man, the fourth face. Okay? So that's the secret of the face of the man is the Malchut, is the kingdom, which is standing behind the Tiferet. We have the Malchut standing behind the Tiferet. That's the face of the man. So in Tiferet you have the right-hand side is the face of the lion. The left-hand side is the face of the ox. The center, the face of the eagle. And behind, like on its side, standing behind, is the Malchut, which is the kingdom, which is standing behind. That's the face of the man. So that's how we have it. We have the face of the man is including the three other faces, which is the face of the lion, the ox, and the eagle, like it said, udmut pneim pnei adam, and the likeness of their face is the face of a man. So we know that the Malchut, the kingdom, receives everything from the Tiferet, from what's above it. So it actually includes everything above it. So when you have the Tiferet here, and behind it you have the Malchut,